Hi guys, welcome back to Kovar Can't Paint. I'm Kovar. I can't paint, but I'm giving it my best here every week. Up there in the left-hand corner, as always, is my faithful canine Oreo. I hope everyone has been having a great holiday season. We took a little vacay this week. It was our first time to Savannah, Georgia, which was absolutely beautiful. While we were there, I was definitely looking for things to paint, and I kind of had a hard time, as most of the things I looked at I really just felt were going to be too difficult. But in our hotel room, I did take this shot of the lovely Robe next to the shower, and I thought I would give it a try. I don't know if you guys remember last week, but I painted this painting of the corner in my house. So I feel like I'm working off a theme. Clothes hanging in the corner and with some architectural vibe, and maybe I'll make these two paintings kind of a sister and brother painting. I don't know. We'll see. There's definitely some challenges in this painting for me, but first, obviously, I've got to get the pen and pencil down. I went ahead and opted with doing some of this in pencil, as I didn't want everything to be in ink, so I went ahead and did pencil first so I could get the shape of everything. But I know that the shower, I didn't want to have any ink in there, and I'm going to go ahead and do an ink line on the Robe. That's my plan anyway. I'm not really sure how I'm going to get the dappled effect of the shower. My first thought was I was just going to do everything pretty wet on that side. No pun intended. I don't know, is there a pun there? But just let the colors sort of, melt and not have any form on a really wet platform of the wet paper. I'm not sure how that worked out. We'll have to see. I definitely struggled on this peach color on the wall. I've made this peach color before on another painting, and for some reason I just couldn't recreate it. So I just kept working it and working that wall, and unfortunately it turned out a little orangey, obviously, and I think also a little more saturated than I wanted. I wonder if you guys have any ideas on what you would do on the Robe to give that waffle effect that the Robe had. I definitely just skipped it. I had no idea how I would do a waffle effect on the watercolor. But if you guys have any ideas, I'd love to hear them. Just please throw something down there in the comments. As you can see here on the shower stall behind the dappled glass, I'm going for layers. So I'm going to did a light wash over the whole thing, and then I'm going to go back in and, as you can see, try to put in these fixtures and let the water kind of take over, and then do all my shadows and darker areas to create the different sections and the different light hitting the different sides of the walls of the shower through the glass. Right there on the bench seat in the shower, I'm definitely having much more luck using a napkin or tissue to take out some color. And I think I'm finally kind of figuring this out. I guess you have to wet it first, and then you take the dry tissue, and you can get down pretty far back to regular paper. So yeah, that's definitely a technique that's just starting to creep into my knowledge base. So that wall there, the orange wall, although it didn't look that bad in person, but boy, on camera it looks just grotesque. But I do work that wall quite a bit to try to get everything a little bit more even and just a prettier tone. Coming in here with some shadows and different blues and grays to kind of create some depth on the robe in hopes of bringing it out, and then some different layers on all that brickwork there on those tiles to just give them a different hue where depending on the direction that they're facing the light. I definitely still have some work to do there in the shower area. I'm not loving the shower head. I like the seat. The seat came out good. I think adding this gouache here at the end, you know, I always love a little gouache. Adding this gouache here at the end really does sell the reflective nature of the shower pieces, and adding it there to the robe, you know, gives it a little pop, I think. So it's this point where I'm usually done, and I show you guys the final product, but I wasn't super happy, so I decided to go back and try fixing this wall. And I thought maybe if I wet this paint, I can take out some of the color. And I was pleasantly surprised that I was able to. I don't know if it made the painting better. Maybe those blemishes in there were, you know, kind of an artistic mistake, but a good one. But it was bothering me, so I went in. I just wanted to see if I could do it, and I can. So, but that's about it, guys. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.
So can you, Kovar Can't Paint, and so can you.
It's pretty cool. I love it.